Okay, so today's video is going to be an unboxing. I don't know if you have noticed in the background of some of our recent videos, I had a huge stack of boxes in our dining room from Amazon. And I don't know if I mentioned it on our YouTube channel. I know I mentioned it on Instagram. So if you're not following us on Instagram, make sure you go follow us because I do kind of the same content there, but on a different scale. I try to check in on stories on a more one-to-one basis with you guys, and I do put content on there that I do not put on YouTube. So if you're not following us, make sure you go follow us. I will leave our handle here on the screen. There is also a link in the description box below to our Instagram channel. What all these boxes are is a craft project that I am going to be starting here soon. Now, I did move them upstairs. They were in our dining room. I figured I would just unbox them up here because we're in the middle of revamping the craft room, which is the room next to the room that I'm in. I wanted it to kind of be in the same vicinity so that it's easy to kind of move over there. But currently the craft room is an absolute disaster and there's no room for any of this stuff over there. I wanted to go ahead and open all these things for two reasons. One, I want to share this craft with you guys. I also want to go ahead and open all these boxes because I usually have pretty good luck with Amazon ordering things, but you know, sometimes you get something that may be damaged or something that you didn't order and you have to send it back. So I want to go ahead and open all these boxes to make sure that everything is intact, in good, condition, so that if I do need to return something, I have ample time to be able to do that. I also wanted to kind of, chat with you guys, talk to you guys, check in with you guys, give you some coming up things that's going to be coming up with our channel. Before I start unboxing all of these packages, I did want to let you guys know that we were accepted into the Amazon Influencer program. Now, we did have a Amazon associate account previously, but the influencer account just gives us a little bit more features to be able to use. One of those is we are able to have our own Amazon storefront. I have that linked down below. And I'm also going to link all of these items that I bought because I'm really excited about this craft. And if you like it and you want to maybe start doing a little dabbling into this craft too, all of these items are going to be linked down below. They are affiliate links. It doesn't cost you anything extra if you use those links to buy any of these things. Like if you want these things too, all you do is click on the link. It takes you to the Amazon page. You're going to be buying something that you were already planning on buying in the first place. You're just helping us out, helping the channel out because we get, a few pennies if you decide to buy that item through the affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Let's start unboxing. I think I'm going to unbox the big boxes first because I kind of have a feeling that the main component of this craft is going to be in the bigger boxes. You guys have heard me say several times on this channel that I am going to be starting a business. It is a luxury picnic business. But I also want to kind of incorporate some of my own DIYs, my own crafting type of things into the business. So this is kind of the start of that. I'll get into it as I unbox this stuff. So yeah, this is the main component of the craft. Oh no, this is not the main component. Damn it. All right, so we have a big box here. I'm going to set that to the side because we're going to just open that in a few seconds. I have some Mod Podge. Any good crafter needs a Mod Podge. What is this? This might reveal what it is. These are called tumbler toppers. They are little plastic tops and they come with really strong magnets that you attach to the tops to actually put on top of your tumbler. And if that didn't give it away, I'm going to be making custom tumblers with also custom toppers to go on top of the tumblers. Now these are bottles. Let me take one out so that you can see it. So they are black bottles and they do come with a little top. Now I got them black for a reason because this is going to house UV resin. If you know anything about UV resin, which I don't know a lot because I have never tried this craft before. This is all going to be very new to me. But with UV resin, you want it in a black container so that sunlight cannot get to it because, you know, UV. You don't want sunlight to, it's going to cure it. So they do come with these little funnels to get the product into the bottle. They also come with these little eyedropper thingies. The Mod Podge is for if you are putting glitter on your tumblers, if you're using any type of stickers, anything that you're attaching on the actual tumbler, that's what the Mod Podge is for. And this, which I'll have to plug it in and make sure it works, but this is the actual contraption that spins the tumblers. Because I am going to be putting stickers, I am going to be putting things on the outside of the tumbler, paint, glitter, all different types of things to kind of customize the tumblers. And then once you put those items on the actual tumbler, you're going to seal it, or I'm going to seal it. I don't know why I keep saying you. I mean, you can do this craft too if you want to. I'm going to be sealing it with resin. So that is what this is for. But that is what it looks like. You put the tumblers on the contraption and they spin. It comes with all different types of things. I mean, it comes with little squeegee things. It comes with gloves. It comes with some screws, it looks like down here. Comes with mixing popsicle sticks, mixing cups. Comes with little things that you actually put your tumblers on the top of to just set them on something. This has to be all put together. Also comes with a silicone mat, but this is the actual thing. It is a tumbler spinner. I'll open one of these little small doodads. So some things that are going to be coming up with our channel. I'm going to be starting another channel. I know I feel like a crazy person saying that because YouTube takes up so much of my time. I also think that I could very much use my time more wisely. I talked a lot about motivation in one of our most recent videos. It was a very emotional video to make. The response from you guys was absolutely amazing. I shed a lot of tears reading all of those comments, and you know, I want to start implementing things into my life that help me with my motivation, that give me more motivation, and helps me plan out my days in a better, productive way. We have this channel purposely rerouted. My husband, Dave, also has his own channel, Speed Therapy 407. I edit all of his videos for him. And then I'm going to also be starting a channel for my picnic business. The business is called Vintage Bloom Picnics. I've had the license for the business for a number of years, for 2 years, but it took a long time to remodel this house. I'm finally putting that business license to good use and actually starting the processes of starting that business. The videos that I have planned for Vintage Bloom Picnics are going to be much simpler to make. They're probably going to be much shorter videos. It's all going to be about picnics. So when I was talking about really not niching down for this channel, that channel is going to be a very specific niche. So that's coming. Of course, I will announce it here, and I will also incorporate some of that Vintage Bloom Picnics content into this channel, because this channel is all about our lives together, living in Florida, doing things in Florida, and Vintage Bloom Picnics is going to be a big part of my life. So of course you guys will see some of that. What's in this box? It's not really a box, it's a bag, but this is resin tape. If you don't know anything about resin, which as I stated, I don't know a lot because I have never worked with it before. This is all going to be new to me. But when you're working with a resin, you want to use a tape that the resin is not going to stick to. Resin is very flowy, very liquidy, so it will spill over on things. So if you're working on a piece that you don't want the resin to go into or flow into or be on, you would use this. If you're using like a picture, anything like that, this can be like a barrier. These are very cute. So like I said, I've never done anything with these tumblers before, so I'm just kind of trying out some different things, different styles. The first tumblers that I make are probably just going to be for me, for friends, for family. They're not going to be anything that I'm going to incorporate into the picnics or incorporate into a business to try to sell. But my idea is, if I offer a picnic and you hire me to do any type of picnic celebration for you, it could be like a little gift that I give you, or it could be something that I incorporate into the actual picnic setup. Tumblers can be sanitized. If I do start going to farmers markets or trade shows or anything like that, it can also be something that I can offer as an item with the business. So yeah, these are Mickey heads. Silicone resin does not stick to, so if I want to make little Mickey head resin pieces to put on top of my tumblers, or even on top of the tumbler itself, like on the outside, that's what these are for. Glitter, ultra sparkle glitter. This is pink. I think I got a few colors. These are really cool. I don't know if it's gonna focus. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, here's some orange glitter. Now that's a pretty color. This is very necessary when you are working with resin. I have it backwards. It is a industrial type ventilator mask that it looks like I actually have to put it together, and it comes with filters and all different types of things, because yes, I do want to be safe when I'm using resin, and resin does put off fumes. That also brings up a good point. I think I have mentioned in either Instagram or YouTube that we are also going to be kind of revamping the garage. I think it was in our 2024 goals, actually, revamping the garage to have a space for my crafts, because since I'm going to be working with resin, and resin does put off fumes, it's not something that I want to do inside the house. So anytime I'm working with resin, now UV resin is different. You're going to put it on top of your tumblers or whatever you're using UV resin on. You cure it with a UV light. It's not going to put off a lot of fumes because it's going to cure pretty instantly. Now, epoxy resin, on the other hand, is going to cure over several hours, and that's what's going to be on the outside of the tumblers, so that is going to be done in the garage. Something else that is going to be coming up with our channel, we're going to be starting a new series, and that series is going to be all about Florida. I need to change the battery, so let me do that real quick. So yes, that series is going to be all about Florida. It's basically going to be kind of Dave and I discussing a specific topic about Florida. If you go back through our videos, those Florida videos that we did in the very beginning did really, really well. So we're hoping that that trend kind of continues. This is the next thing that I unboxed. It is very similar to these. They're both iridescent. I got them because they remind me of ice, but these are a little bit different because they're all different sizes. So there's bigger ones, teeny, weeny, tiny ones, medium-sized ones, but yes. Something else that's coming up with this channel, we have documented every single little aspect of our lives since moving to Florida. From moving from North Carolina to here, having to get a rental because we had to show 6 months worth of income before we could get approved for our home loan, buying a home here. When we moved into the home, we documented that. We documented remodeling every single nook and cranny of this house. We are going to be doing before and afters for each room. Because they have all taken on a total transformation from when we first bought this house. And I'm going to have to do room by room for each video because we do have a big house. This house is much more room than what we need, but we got a really good deal on this house. We couldn't pass it up. For the amount of space that we got, and it is 5 bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms, so I wouldn't be able to do one video before and after because that video would be entirely too long, so I'm going to have to do room by room. So those videos are going to be coming up, So that's fun. This is a rose silicone mold. You could use this. I only bought one. I'm going to be using this for resin, but you could also use this for candle making, which is something else that I'm going to be doing. Now, I haven't ordered anything for the candle making yet. All of this is strictly for the tumblers. If you were going to use this for resin, you want one for resin, and if you're also going to use it for candles, you would want to order a different one for candles, because of course candles wax and resin don't mix. So, and this is pretty cool. This is a UV light. Also gonna have to plug this in and make sure it works, because this is what's going to cure my UV resin. Our Florida series, which we haven't even started filming yet, and there's a reason for that. I want to include Dave in those videos, and you know, he works a lot of hours, so it is really difficult for us to find time during the week to sit down and film videos. When we're doing things on the weekend together and taking the camera along, that's one thing, but finding time during the week to actually sit down together and film a video together sometimes can be difficult to find that time. This is what was in that box. It is a digital scale for me to weigh out resin. Also, I'm going to be needing this for the candle making, because candle making, there's a lot that goes into it. I'm still learning about that too. I actually cannot wait until I get the craft room all set up so that I can have more aesthetically pleasing backgrounds, because I mean, this is okay, but I'm sitting on the floor opening boxes. What else? What else? Of course, I'm going to continue with the content that I've been making. The before and afters. I think I mentioned that those were a whole beast. We moved into this house 5 years ago. You know, after we got all the boxes and everything unpacked, we immediately started making this house our own. I have, for each room, I have, you know, 5 years worth of footage that I have to go through for each room. It is pretty involved. That might take a while. Now, these are little things that you set inside your tumblers. They set inside the top, and that prevents any resin from going inside of your cup. All right, so this one it's really hard to kind of tell what it is, but it is a classic Mickey hat. These little slits are the ears, and then this is like the dome, so it's the classic Mickey hat with the ears. That's what this mold is. And this mold, I believe, is Minnie's bow. And then this is an assortment of different types of fruit that I can put on top of the tumblers. There's lemon wedges, orange wedges, lime wedges, and then actual circles of the same lemon, orange, and lime. There's cherries, and then there's fake ice. Now, the epoxy resin, I already have some. I ordered that a long time ago, so I will leave a link to that down below too, because the UV resin, which is this, it only cures with a UV light. That's what I'm going to be using for the topper, for the custom toppers for the tumblers. But on the actual outside of the tumbler, I'm going to be using epoxy resin. All right, so we just have 2 more things to open. Oh, these are cute. Okay, so once again, I have the teeny tiny little beads. These are multicolored. And then this glitter is very cute. It is tiny Mickey heads. And then these are just silicone pads, because resin does not stick to silicone. Just set this stuff out here. We'll look at it individually. This tray is actually an ice tray, but since it's made out of silicone, you should be able to put the resin in it. And this will make some smaller Mickey heads. So that is what that is for. And like I said, I just kind of ordered some random things to just kind of start out. This is kind of like nebula, I would call it, type of glitter that will be really pretty when the sun hits it. So I have that color, and then I also have green. I got some gloves, a necessity when working with resin, and also ordered a big bag of, this is just a different type of shape of like ice looking things. This is the actual tumblers, hopefully. Yes. So of course they come with metal reusable straws. I said that weird, reusable straws. Comes with a plastic tip so that you don't chip your teeth. And a cleaning. And these are the actual tumblers. Now, of course, you can order all different types of tumblers, and I will, once I get the hang of this and feel like I'm getting good at it, I will probably have all different types, sizes, but this is what I wanted to go with to begin with. Just, you know, something easy and simple, not too huge, but that is everything that I have ordered for my new craft venture of making custom tumblers and toppers for those tumblers. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sit and chat and some updates, some other updates that I know about that I can tell you about. We do have some things coming up. They are further out into the year, but we have some exciting trips coming up that we have never done, something that we're doing for the first time ever. So we're excited about that. Exciting stuff coming. So if you're not subscribed already, make sure you're subscribed. Click the bell so that you know when we put new content up, and leave us a comment and like the video. It really helps us out. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.